Okay, so before I start with my story, I'm just going to tie my hair back because that's important when we are doing a skincare. Now, it's going to be super emotional, yet fun, yet there is going to be a lesson at the end. So, if you like a chit chat video while I'm doing something, you can still stay on. I know that this video is not going to get a lot of views and stuff, but that's fine. Even if it changes one person's perspective towards life, that would make so much sense to me and means so much to me. So I just didn't want it to be a chit chat video. So I thought let's do skincare. I have nothing on my skin, so whatever I'm gonna use, I'm just gonna pop it somewhere on the screen because I don't want to divert when I'm in the flow. So yeah, it's the video is all about a person who's dark, who's insecure, a person who's skinny, a person have to deal with toxic people and do not have any and doesn't get any help or doesn't go out to seek help. So this video is basically for all of y'all who in some point in life or still in life are struggling with all of these things, majorly about insecurities and with people whom you really don't want to because they're so much toxic. So yeah, I think I've said a lot on how this video is going to turn out to be. So let's quickly get started. So back in January, I had like a major meltdown. Okay, I had a breakdown or whatever you wanna call it. I had that, and that's when I thought, you know what, I'm gonna take a step back and I'm gonna reflect on myself because it had been like years and years and years that everything was like just piling up, I believe, and nothing made sense. Okay, now I got married when I was 24. That was my choice. I wanted to get married, I got married, but I still feel that maybe I was too young to handle a lot of mature things that is out there. Like, you know, as soon as you get married, there's a pressure of, you know, having a child and then being and living your life in a certain way and all of those. But I kind of lucked out because I had a fabulous family who never told me what I have to do, but people outside did. So that was something that impacted me, and everywhere I went, the only thing I heard was like, when you meet a person, the first thing you have to ask is how are you, right? Like how you been, how's life in general, it's been a long time, how you doing. I think all of these questions is like the basic ethics or morals, or you know, this is something how you have to greet a person. But whenever I was meeting a person, the first thing was, oh my god, you've become so lean, are you okay, are you not well, you seem to become a little more darker, is everything all right? And I was like, what? So initially, I was like, you know what, just leave it. And then gradually it started building. I already had so much insecurities about myself and how I looked and everything. And I've already spoken about it in my previous video that how I wanted to start YouTube a decade before. But I couldn't because I had my own side of insecurities. I knew I was lean. I knew I was dark. I really did not know how people are going to see or perceive me, or it's going to be too judgy outside. So I was very scared of it already. And the people I know were constantly, you know, dodging it or just trying to, you know, how do I say? There's this one word that I always use is like, don't, I'm not getting that word right now to be very honest. Like, don't trigger that person. You know, if you know that that person has a thing where you're going to trigger that person and that person is going to get hyped up or going to feel sad or, you know, whatever, don't do that. That's so wrong. I wouldn't do that to someone, not even to a person whom I don't like. So yeah, that was it. And I kind of did not like it. I honestly did not like it. So that happened. And then so when I had the meltdown, it was exact same thing. The first thing was, you know, I've become lean, I've become a little more dark, and with all the medication that I was having, I had to lose weight, and I got down, but I can't do anything about it, right? So there was nothing that I was able to do because I was cut off from meat, I was cut out from dairy, no paneer, you know, no, like, it was as equal to a vegan food, and I really did not know how to cope up because I'd never been a vegan. Neither am I right now, but I'm just trying to say that when a doctor tells me to cut down on, you know, meat and then on dairy products and on the sugar stuff and oiled food and then processed food like burgers and be on a gluten-free diet, I mean that stuff, right? And when I was going through that, I really wanted people around me to understand. And and just be there and not say anything and not taunt me and everything. And that happened, and it was just piling up, and then that breakdown happened, and then I took a pause and I said, you know what, I don't want to be on social media. I think that's a way too much of pressure. Now this is a fun story that I want to share, which I think you would understand. So I've seen people who have come to me and bitch about people, okay? Like say all the negative things about this person and all of those. And I'm like feeling sad. Oh my God, my friend is going through shit and this person is harming my person and all of those stuff. I'm thinking that way. And now the next day, this person had like said all the shitty things about this person. And now the next day, the person goes and posts about that person that you've been like the bestest friend of this whole world. You've been this and you've been that. Now I'm confused. Like, what the hell happened? I'm so damn confused. And I'm like, oh my God, I need to take a breather and understand what's going on. And this is not the first time, and this is not only one person. I've seen so many people out there who kind of interact with me, say all the bitchy shit, say all the shitty things, and then go out and post good stuff about that person. So I was very confused, and that's the reason I thought, you know what, I really don't want to be on social media. I want to take a step back, reflect on myself, see what I can do to improve myself, because there was too much things happening. Pehle the insecurity that I'm not looking good. Another insecurity that, you know, I don't have people around me whom I can trust. What if the person is coming and telling me these things, how would I know that if I am sharing my personal stuff to you, you are not going to go and talk about it outside? I was very confused, and that's when I decided that I am not going to overshare in any which ways. I don't trust people very easily because of all the traumas and all the shit that have happened in my life. If I do, man, you are super special to me, very, very special to me. And it's rare to find those kind of people, to be very honest. So that happened, you know, so it started piling up. So I took a break from social media. By the way, I'm not on Instagram either. I just come, shoot my videos, I post on YouTube, and I think YouTube fans are very special to me. I'm not on Instagram a lot. If you would go and see, I think the post would be of last year. I'm not very active there. Honestly, I'm not active over 4-5 months right now. So yeah, that's pretty much about that. That happened. And then, you know, what else do I have? I have so much. I don't know where do I start. I mean, what do I even say? So that happened, and you know, even when I started YouTube, there were I can count and tell you all that, you know, there were like about 1-2 people who said, you know, you're doing fab. Like my brother, who always encouraged me to, you know, you're doing fab, probably you can shift, you can do your lighting this way, because he is a cinematographer. So he taught me how I can do things, right? But on the other hand, there were people who were like, you know, they had zero knowledge about YouTube. They don't know how it is filmed. They don't know how much work goes in editing and all the stuff. And they just used to call me up and, you know, say, you know what, you should change the background. Aren't you bored doing the videos with the same stuff? I was like, what? I mean, if you can't appreciate, then don't demotivate the person. It have taken like guts for me to turn on that camera and speak the way I am doing. If you go back to my initial videos, you would see that I used to fumble, and I've taken about 20-30 takes just to say, hey guys, how are you? I hope you're well. Thank you for watching and all the. It took me 20 takes sometimes, like 20-25 takes. But now I think I've improved. Over time, I've understood how it works and everything. But there were people who just discouraged and demotivated me, and it wasn't cool, right? And yeah, that happened. And then people had problem with how I live my life, or because I am that kind of a person who wants to be at home, want to do the things that I want to do, and just be happy. I love spending time with my husband. We both are always together at home, doing our own thing, doing our own masti, doing our work, cooking, and, you know, doing our household stuff. So we love doing it. But people are like so jealous that first तो उनसे ना, ये मुझे अभी realize हुआ है over 4 months that, when I took a step back and I really wanted to reflect and everything, I was like, you know what? These are not my insecurities. People have insecurities, the kind of life I'm living. They have a problem because they're jealous because I'm living my life with my husband. We are together 24/7, so they have a problem with that. They can't see us together, and that's the reason they always call up and say, you know what, you should go join job. There should be a stable income and blah blah blah. Whatever it is, they have a problem with that. And they have a problem because they feel that we are boring only because we don't go out. But at the end of the day, wherever you are, even when you're alone, all you have to do is you have to be happy, right? There are people I've seen who have a dozen of friends, but still they don't have that one good friend. You can understand what I'm talking about. I mean, I've seen people who have like so many friends. They go out, they go on a coffee date, they go for dinner. But what do? When they're on the seat, I have actually witnessed that where people are there and they're just busy on their phones, tagging, taking photos and, posting stuff and, just I had a blast and all of those. And what did you do? I could witness that you're just sitting and just being on the phone and just not being present. So if I choose to be present with my husband and do the kind of thing that I want to do, I go travel, I do my masti, I do my cooking, we do things together, we sit down and play, we watch Tarak Mehta, we watch series, we watch Netflix and we just chill. You have a problem and you say that we are boring, you say that I am boring, and that's kind of sad, and there's also this incident that happened when a person told to me that, you know what, when your child is born, probably I'm just going to take the child outside because the child is going to be like here, and we want that child to be like us. We don't want the child to be like someone else because it's ours, right? So my God, there's been so much toxicity that's been happening in my life, and all I'm doing is I'm just removing those people out of my circle. So this is my shell where I am, and I only limit people. So over these 4 months, I've realized that if somebody is toxic, I have to let that person off and have to cut ties. That's something I am very much aware of, and that's something that I've been doing. And I honestly, at this point in time, I really don't care. I'm like, you want to go? Just get out. It's that simple. I really don't want toxic people. I want people who are extremely true to me, extremely loyal to me, are there when I really need them. And I really don't have to tell them that I need them. They just know and they are there. Even if it is one person, I'm all good and I'm happy. I don't want a lot of people to show up on my social media that, oh my God, I've got so many friends. I really don't want to do that. I just want to be happy with whoever is there in my life. And I think the process of elimination have taught me so much. It's very difficult. It's very, very difficult, especially being a person who's always said yes to everything. I've never said no to my parents. I've never said no to my friends, not to my office manager or my colleagues. Whatever they said, I was like, you know what, it's fine, man, I can do that, I can do this for them, what's there in it? And then I understood that they were using me. I understood that they're being bossy. I understood that they were trying to demotivate me and they were trying to pull me down, and eventually that became a lot of toxicity. I mean, everything around me was negative. The space was negative. I was not able to think positive. I am an overthinker. So every time I thought something, it was always taking me to the negative side first and then the positive side. So it was too much for me. But I think eventually it made sense. So it's so important. The motive about this video is it's so important to give yourself time. It's like it is not about a week or 15 days or 2 days or 248 hours का detox. ऐसा नहीं होता. I have given myself, I left social media on 25th of January and now we're sitting today in May and today is 22nd, I believe, 22nd or 23rd. I'm not sure. What is the day? I don't even know the day. Oh, it's 23rd of May. So it's probably Feb, March, April, May. It's about 4 months, okay? To be precise, it's going to be 4 months and I'm off Instagram. And I'm very happy about it. And leave Instagram. I am off people. I have not spoken to people. I have made sure that if a person is going to be toxic, I am not going to entertain and I'm just going to cut ties with that person, because it doesn't make sense to me. Like, how do you bitch about a person and then post everything online? How do you say negative things about your own family members, like your mother, your sibling or anything? It doesn't make sense to me. I know that life could be very hard sometimes, but it doesn't mean that you go all negative. There's always way to handle it, and I think that is communication. If I have a problem with someone, I reach out to them. Even when I know that I am wrong, I'm going to reach out to them, I'm going to talk to them, and if I feel that I have hurt them unintentionally, because if I have hurt them intentionally, I would be the first person and I'm going to go and say sorry. But if they tell me something and I feel that I have done that unintentionally, man, I'm going to say sorry to y'all. I am that person. I really don't want people to feel sad because of me, because if you cry, I'm going to cry. Even if you're a stranger and you're going to cry, you're going to moan, I'm going to cry. I'm that kind of a person. I don't know why it happens. Even if I go to a place where a person is sad and that person is crying and I don't know that person, but that person is crying, I'm going to start weeping, and that's the kind of person I am. But people always take me for granted, and this time I don't want people to take me for granted, nor I want to take people for granted, or I want to be in that process where, I'm going to take revenge and I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. No, I'm not going to do anything to y'all. All I want to do is, I want my mental peace, I want everything to be good. I want my space to be in sanity, I want everything to be nicer, so I'm going to do what I have to do, and that's it. And yeah, so if you're someone who's having like a crazy manager or colleagues or a family member, it could be your parents also. Your parents can also be toxic, by the way. So if that is, all you have to do is just take a step back, okay? Reflect on what are the possibilities of what you can do. If there is a possibility that you can go communicate and get things fixed, go do that. But if you have tried multiple times and you know that this person is not going to change, please, even if it is difficult, just cut ties, and you are going to feel so much good about it. Not at that moment, but over a period of time, you're going to feel, oh my God, thank God that this person is not in my life anymore. And the fun thing that happens is, I have known these people in person, and now when they post things about their friends or about themselves, it's so funny. I look at the gram and I'm like, oh my God, it's funny. First I used to feel hurt, and I used to feel anger, because why do these people do the way they do? But now it is so funny the way they do what they do. And yeah, what else do I say? It's kind of funny. I've got so many stories, by the way, to share. But let's see, if you all are interested the way I communicated, and if you want like a proper story on what exactly happened, and you want me to talk about how to deal with toxic people, and how do I if there's any random story that would change the life, the way you look at life, if I made sense, you can let me know in the comments, and it would be so much fun, because I love to talk, especially in general, about life. This was such a random video, and to be very honest, I know that this video is not going to pull off, because I'm like a starter in YouTube, but who knows, what if it just blows up? You never know. It's like YouTube is strange, people are strange, life is strange. This whole human wala thing is only so strange that sometimes all you need is faith, all you need is trust in your own self. You really have to believe in your own self, and things are going to work out. Go seek for people who really push you up and not demotivate you. And the moment you feel that there is going to be that a gut kick that would say that this is not the person, don't talk to this person, be a little far from the person. If you get that feeling, just stay away from the person, because at the end it's all about peace, and you really need to find peace in yourself, and then everything will come along. And I really hope this video made sense. I really don't know what I spoke. Everything just came out, and I really felt good. Kind of felt good. Not all good, but I have got so much things to speak. But yeah, I am going to pop up all the pictures of the skincare that I did somewhere here when I was talking, so it will help you. This was like my morning routine and a chit chat video. I really hope that you like the video, and yeah, this is like my final look. This is how my skin looks without any makeup. This is just a skincare that we did, and I topped it with a sunscreen. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you watched it till the end, yeah, and I love you so much. And yeah, bye bye, love.